Dynamo 007. Sorry about that. Anyways, hello everybody. It's Dynamo 007 playing Jurassic World for this one little announcement, which we can see. No fish swim here. New threat awaits. It's simple, but okay. I'm just mentioning here there are like 3 ideas floating around as to what this could be. One that makes a lot of sense and what is probably gonna happen. One which, probably not gonna happen, and one that is definitely not going to happen, at least in my opinion. So the first one that really is the most likely is that this is just an aquatic boss. You know, like Omega 9, Valkyrie 77, Guardian 32, stuff like that. Whatever the numbers were, I don't even know, the numbers are pointless. Either way, so you know, probably gonna get like a Mosasaurus boss, Dunkleosteus boss. I don't even know what they do for the reef, I really don't. There's not a lot of iconic reef dinosaurs, not dinosaurs, not a lot of iconic reef characters, unless they did like, what is it? I forgot the name of the turtle, the silver, super rare turtle. I know there's like a bunch of them, but the one that they first released, that's not it. I'll go look at it in a second here. But yeah, and that's what I think is going to happen. They're just going to do, you know, the boss. And the second idea, which I think could be more likely than the third one, second one is that they believe it could be like hybrids, aquatic hybrids, which I still don't think is very likely. This right here doesn't look like a feeding pen at all. They have the Jurassic World logo, they have a freaking heat vent for some reason. You don't see any feeding equipment, you don't see anything that would indicate that this is a cage. It indicates it's more of an arena, you know, the flat floor, the barrier around the edge. It looks much more like a battle arena than it does anything else. And so I don't really think, but anyways, like they're like, oh, it's aquatic hybrids, and it's like, there's nothing that go on here that says, and it says no fish swim here, which is why I think it's like a boss, because well, they try to rationalize something else, but if a boss is in the area, Main Street was fucking evacuated for the battles with the bosses, so obviously no fish are gonna go where there's a super powerful mega predator. But the third option, which I don't even know where it came from, but some people believe they're adding a whole new type of sea creature. Or at the very least adding some, like, creatures that burrow into the sand, or, I forgot the name right now. The ancient, like, scorpions and shit like that. It really, it's just, I don't even know where this idea came from. It doesn't really make any sense with this announcement, like, at all. The only thing you could possibly get the idea of it is that there's an empty sand floor, and the ancient scorpions would like burrow into them. But still, there's nothing to indicate that, and I just think it's a little weird, especially the idea of adding a whole new type. Yeah, sand type, like what the fuck does that even mean? How would there wouldn't even be like anything in there besides the scorpions. Maybe some crabs or something. Wow, super interesting. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but that would shift the entire aquatic battle arena. And as we all know, Ludia does not like doing a lot of work. They want to do what they can to make the game fun while getting as little extra work done as possible. So I really don't think... I'm not saying they don't work hard, I'm just saying that they'd rather not have to design whole new menus, change all the battle advantages just for one new edition. They're just gonna squeeze it in wherever it'll fit. I mean, look at the, some of the creatures that are in the amphibian section that are not amphibians, and it's like they'll squeeze in whatever they can fit wherever they want. They're not the type to go the extra mile to make something really amazing. So I really highly doubt they're gonna be adding any new typings and making new hybrids. For aquatic creatures, they have given us no indication of that, and they have not shown any enthusiasm towards, well, making aquatic hybrids at all. They've kind of stayed away from it. They originally, like when they first released, they had the hybrid type, but then they got rid of it. And who knows? I mean, it might be likely that they've just been preparing them this whole time, but I still think that it's just going to be aquatic bosses, which I wouldn't have a problem with. Like, I don't particularly like the bosses, but they provide some interesting ideas. At least they come up with some really nice and cool designs. They're really big. They're bigger than the normal dinosaurs and other creatures. They're just cool, I guess. Whatever fleeting amount of cool they give. And they still haven't even come through and given us the Microposaurus, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus. Still haven't even come through and given us those guys in their respective trophies. And this is the most pertinent one of all. They released a whole boss for an Easter event, which proves that they can do this they can do these things pretty easily. It's not very hard for them to do it. Like, we even got a statue of the damn thing. So I really think that knowing Ludia's pattern, they're probably going to go for the much easier but still, viable option that's going to get the people happy of just adding a new boss. I really think it's just going to be it. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's just, like I said, will be crazy because these bosses do look pretty crazy. It's going to be a Mosasaurus or a Megalodon, probably a Mosasaurus, considering that they have a whole tournament dedicated to it, and it's the only tournament creature to not actually be a tournament creature. But if I'm wrong, then good. I'm happy to be wrong about this. I hope that they'll add, hybrids for aquatic creatures. I hope that maybe they'll add a whole new type, but that's just that's not realistic. It's probably just gonna be a new boss. Like, we gotta acknowledge what reality is here, rather than just playing with fantasy and going, oh, it could be fucking. I mean, you might as well just be. If you could infer that you're gonna get a fucking scorpion from that empty post about an empty arena, which, one second, let's just head on into the, let's head on in here really quick. Let's take a look at a reef creature, and let's take a look at, it's like, oh, they're like, oh, it's gonna be whatever. Look at the areas. Do these look flat to you? Do they have flat floors and fences? Or are they, geologically interesting to have, bumps and crevices and arches and other stuff? And your argument doesn't make any sense. You look at this reef area, and it's pretty obvious that it looks nothing like a flat-floored area. And then we go over to the cave creatures. And it, too, it's not flat. It has pillars and things, and the floor isn't flat. It's got hills and rises and all sorts of stuff. It's got lights. It's got all sorts of crap. I'm sure it's less decorated than the room that we saw the picture of, but it isn't like a box. It isn't like a circular shaped sort of cylindrical prism thing. It's just a flat floor with some edges going up the side of it, like the bars with the red lights and stuff. Same thing with the, none of these are flat. None of them have flat floors. None of them have a Jurassic World logo in them. It's not realistic. It's just gonna be a new arena, maybe a new boss, aquatic boss, and I think that's really the reality of the situation. We can dream all we want, we can hope that it's gonna be fucking Godzilla, but chances are it's gonna be, just a fucking boss and maybe a new arena to go with him. The amount of relevance that'll have the Jurassic World 2, I have no idea, but probably none. That idea just popped in my head, either way. Who knows, maybe we'll get to view that sub they were talking about when they talked about there's gonna be a new epic Mosasaurus submarine battle or some shit. But that's just stupid speculation on my part as I thought about it. Yeah, so we're just gonna get an arena, we're gonna get a boss, and if there is anything else, I'm happy to be wrong, but I hope I'm wrong in the way that there is more content. And not less. Please, Ludia, don't just give us an arena and make a big announcement about that.